Folks, it's that time of year. Football season is upon us. And for the Boston Public Schools, there were 3 football teams in action over the weekend, and 2 of them squared off on Friday afternoon. The Latin Academy Dragons were 1 win away from making the playoffs last year, and coming into this season, they had high expectations. But the Dragons' schedule isn't easy coming out of the gate, as they took on the always formidable East Boston Jets on Friday at White Stadium. Let's head to White Stadium here for this one. Kyle Dance, the 2012 City League Player of the Year, and he showed us why in this one, second quarter. No score. Shinadu Ibukwe, the running back for Latin Academy, with a beautiful 27-yard touchdown run. He puts Latin Academy up 6-0. Ensuing possession, East Boston with the football. Duck win. What a great interception right there as he taps it to himself. He's fired up on the sideline. That puts Latin Academy in East Boston territory. Then Kyle Dance would have a great run of his own here. This one's good for 24 yards as he finds pay dirt for the Latin Academy Dragons. They go up 14-0, and they would take that lead into the half. Midway through the third quarter now, East Boston going to stop Latin Academy here. Kyle Dance right there on 4th down. Eastie would get the ball back there in good field position, but the Jets just had a tough time offensively all day. Right there, they're stopped on 3rd down. Connor Henry nowhere to go as Eastie would have to punt. Midway through the 4th quarter now, Kyle Dance with his team still up 14-0 with a beautiful pass to Devon Riley, 37-yard touchdown connection from Dance to Riley as Latin Academy goes on to win 22-0. They start out 1-0 on the year. The only other city game over the weekend, Boston Latin taking down Brookline 34-14. Pat Fahey, 176 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns on the ground for the Wolfpack running back as they have an impressive win there against Brookline. So 2 very impressive wins for both Latin Academy and the Boston Latin Wolfpack as they start the season on a winning note. Now, before football season started, some news happened on the high school hardwood with 2 former Charlestown High School basketball players heading to college. On Friday, August 30th, Omar Orioles and Elijah Robinson signed their national letters of intent to play college basketball. Orioles will be heading to the Community College over Rhode Island this fall, while Robinson has signed with Division II Benedict College in South Carolina. Last year was Robinson's only season with Charlestown when he averaged 15 points and 12 rebounds a game. 2 years ago, Orioles averaged 12 points and 7 rebounds a game during his senior year. And while both players took different paths to get to college, they both believe the journey has been well worth it.
I've been to 4 different high schools throughout my high school career due to moving around, family issues. Came up from not too great of a neighborhood. I didn't want to end up like some of my cousins. They're not some of the best influences in my life. I learned from their mistakes, and I try to not make the same ones. We all take a different path in life, but some end up in the wrong place, some end up in the right place. I'm fortunate enough and blessed enough to end up here.
Throughout my high school year, I struggled a lot in and out the classroom. The coach was always there to motivate me, to help me. And this day, today, signing this letter of intent means a whole lot to me, man. It just, I don't know, I feel real good. To my mom, it's real emotional. Just signing that letter of intent just shows that I can move forward in life from this day on and become a man.
Every year when kids come in, I tell them, hey, if you follow this course, this path, you have opportunity to go to college, and if you really work extremely hard, you might get an athletic scholarship. So it's just great for the program to see kids from all different backgrounds. We don't judge none of our kids. We take them wherever they are, and we try to mold them for as long as we have them. So this is a great thing for Omar, for the school at Charlestown, for Elijah Robinson and his family, and the athletic program.
Certainly a fantastic achievement for those 2 young men, but it's been the norm with Coach Cardozo and the Townies. Since Edson Cardozo took over the Charlestown basketball program 5 years ago, all 40 of Charlestown's basketball players have attended college, and almost half of those players are there on athletic scholarship, and I'm sure that will continue over at Charlestown. That's going to do it for sports this week, folks, but make sure you come right back here next week for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.